Good evening. I want to sort out the light here because all of a sudden it went a bit dark. Let's get rid of the shade off me. There we go. Good evening, everyone. And if you're watching this later, hello. And welcome to the live stream. What's been happening? Well, got lots to tell you today, but we'll get through the gossip and all the first thing. Firstly, let's go through the figures. This week, last 7 days, we've had 1,544 views, 7 new subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. So what are the top 3? And Rocky started already. Rocky, come and see what I've got. Rocky, come here. Look, what's this? Come here. He had this for his birthday, one of his birthdays. Yes, it's a chicken's foot. Yeah. Come here then. Wait. Come and get it then. There we go. So where are we? So the number 3 in this week's top 3 is Simple Minds Top 10, which I did with Richard. And we've got 107. A retro ranking from John Lennon is at number 2 with 155. But still on the top is Led Zeppelin with Richard, 206. Last month, 5,370 views, 18 new subscribers in the month. Very much the same as the update. The top 10 Simple Minds 186, John Lennon at 190. Sammy, yeah. Yeah, and Led Zeppelin at 222 with our deal with Richard. So in the year, we're now up to 98,809 views, 517 subscribers. We've got Status Quo still on the top at 5,799. Derek Riggs artwork 3596. Jethro Tull 3539. So that's what's happened last week. And last week's Battle of the Debuts was won by Cinderella. Polls up for this month. Hi, Nick. For this week, it's Genesis, from Genesis to Revelation versus Renaissance by Renaissance. So what we got next week? Well, we're starting a new story on Monday. Got part 1 of the Vangelis story. So we'll be looking at the albums of Aphrodite's Child, plus a couple of little honourable mentions, which I'm not going to go too much into today, but they are 2 unofficial albums by Vangelis, so we're going to have a quick nose at them. Classic album review next week is Stars by Simply Red. Tuesday, got an album ranking of the progressive metal, heavy metal band Tool. Retro ranking next week is another tribute. This one is we're doing the Seekers, and a tribute to Judith Durham, who passed away earlier this month. Wednesday is Marathon Day, and we've got another request. Now, I don't know who asked for this one, but it's been in the pot for a long time. We're going to be looking at the albums of Barclay James Harvest, a band that I have seen. Next week's Battle of the Debuts on Thursday. 2 giants of of rock music from the 60s. We've got the Rolling Stones going up against the Who. Looking forward to that one. Our artwork ranking will be the Mighty Blue Oyster Cult. We're here for the live stream. Friday live album ranking, New Wave of British Heavy Metal. Diamond Head, looking at their live albums. Then we got a new album review, and it'll be the new Muse album, which comes out tomorrow. The Will of the People. Be interesting to see how that one goes. So that's what's happening. Before we go into the laundry list, I just want to give a shout out to my friend Gary. This happens to be in hospital at the moment. So if you are watching this, guys, I hope you're all right. Get well soon, and I'll see you soon. Okay, let's just dive into the laundry list, see how we're getting on with future shows. The Stranglers, I've now listened to 16 of the 18. Government Mule, 8 of the 12. Green Day, we're up to 9 of the 13. Simple Minds, 14. Hang on, 14 of the 18. I'm looking at two things here. Shawaddy Waddy, 6 out of the 14. Vanilla Fudge, done 4 of the 10. Fogot, 6 of the 17. Sensational Alex Harvey Band, 6 of 7. Fu Manchu, good evening, Stephen. Fu Manchu, 5 of 12. Journey, 9 of 15. Fleetwood Mac, 13 of 18. Iron Butterfly, 4 of 6. Wade, 3 of 9. Adam and Rick Wakeman, 1 of 7. Chicago, 7 of 16. The Smiths, 3 of 4. 1 of Stephen Wolf's. 1 of Dead Can't Dance. 1 of Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. 1 of Jonesy. 1 of Elise Creed. 3 of 4 of Mick Jagger. I've got tongue-tied already. Straubs, 1 of 24. Gordon Giltrap, 1 of 22. Stereophonics, 1 of 12. Ones that have gone and completed now, we've got Rick Wakeman's 2010 to 2020. Syd Barrett. Gong, the David Allen era. And the Alan Parsons Project. Right, a couple of items of news now. I don't know if anyone's noticed that some of the comments on what you put down after a show are not being answered just by me now under the Ranking the Obscure. And the other person is our very own Mastermind Dave, who now is a manager of the channel. So whoever leaves a message at the end of the message will either put Ian or Dave, so you know which one of us is actually corresponded. I've got Dave involved because I can't, it's getting too much. Oh, good evening, Alan. I hope you've watched Killing Joke. I hope I didn't make a mess of it. Let's have a sip of beer. Today is Hazy Jane from the Brewdog Brewery. So Dave is now, he has all access to what I see as well. So he'll come up with all his usual stats. And the other news we're doing, as last week I said that the album artwork show is finished and Rocky's started already. And we were coming up with some suggestions what to replace it with. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Alan. Was you shocked at my number one? Yeah, going back to what's replacing album artwork. You guys come up with some really good ideas, and Dave and myself was talking in the week and wondering what to do. So we've come up with a really good idea. The people that suggested stuff, each little video is such a good idea. So we've decided that we're going to do them all. And it's going to be, the big title is going to be called Picks and Mix. But it's going to be on a rotation of 4 weeks, a cycle of 4 weeks. So week 1 will be called A Trip Down Memory Lane. Now this will comprise of the top 10 singles on that day. So okay, so if we'd have done it today, it'll have been the top 10 singles of a year on the 25th of August. The second week, we're going to do the camera's view. Now, this was an idea that one of you guys come up with, talking about music videos, VHSs and DVDs. So we'll be doing picking an hour of DVD, and I'll be reviewing it like I do a classic album and a new album. The third week is going to be called A Wander Down the Sidewalk. Now, what that one is, it'll be very similar to A Trip Down Memory Lane, but we're going to look at the top US singles of that week of a year. So, Mick, that one's really for you, mate, because, go down, trip down memory lane with your top 10. So, again, we could have had it from, if it was today, the 25th of August, from any year from the start of when the chart started up until about 1990. So that's that one. And then the fourth one, we're going to do, someone else suggested about producers, and we're calling it Mixing It Up. And what I'm going to do on that one is going to take the best 5 albums from a producer. And I don't, not just rock producers, any good producer of music. So we could have William Orbit one week. We could have Roger Glover. We could have Mutt Lange. Dash Hound of the Day. I have got a Wally of the week. I'm going to tell you in a minute. So we could have any. So I'm just going to do their top 5 albums. So that's what's coming up, and I think we're going to try and start it the first week of December. But the last album artwork will be, I've been totting up and seeing which popular, and the Stinkers albums have been very, very popular. So the last album artwork will be a Stinkers. Yeah, Dave's just put it up in the text what we're going to be doing. So so on a Thursday after we've done Battle of the Debuts, you're either going to get a top 10 from the UK of that day, a music video review, an American top 10 of the day, or top 5 from a producer. So keep your ideas coming in for them, especially like videos and DVDs and VHSs, producers you'd like me to look at. And the other thing is, if it's your birthday, while we're on a Thursday, if it's your birthday on a Thursday, if you want me to do your top 10 of the day you was born, let me know and I will do the top 10 for your day. Because I'm actually doing one for my birthday on the 9th of October. So, if you guys want me to do it for your birthday, just put it on the community or drop me an email or on Facebook or anywhere on the channel, and either Dave or I will pick that up, and we'll have a birthday one for whoever. Don't mind doing that for you. So that's all the sort of news. I'm going to just get rid of that and do that. I can go on the full screen now. Yes. Are you a Libran then, Charles? When's your birthday? So I'll do one for you, Charles. 17th of October. Okie dokie. I'll write that one down. And we'll do Charles is on the round about the 17th of October. You share with N&M. I share it, of course, with Mr. John Lennon. 17th of October, Charles. Right, well, let's have a quick look what day that's on. Oh, 17th. That's on a Monday, so you might even just get one on your birthday. If it's your birthday, as my birthday present to you, I will present your top 10 on your birthday. If it's at the weekend, we can fit it in somewhere, but that's a Monday, so I will do the top 10 from your year. What year was you born in, Charles? Sorry to ask. Just need the year. 1977. Well, that'll be a good one to do. Oh, mix is the 27th, the 12th. What year, Mick? Are you writing all these down, Dave? 1977. That'll be a good one. There should be some good stuff in the charts. 1965. Oh, that's a good one, Mick. Year before me, 1965 for Mick. Right, that's the first two. So just keep them coming in over the few weeks. You've got to give me at least 2 or 3 weeks notice. But I can get Charles and Mick's done so they'll be all ready to go. I thought it'd be just a bit of fun to do and a little birthday present for me. So your birthday ones will get done on your birthday from the channel. We was looking at what on Dave's, because Dave's, I'm not going to say the year, but there's some interesting ones in Dave's. Oh, mine will be that Pink Floyd one. I can't remember the full track. Small furry animals with a pick or something. I will investigate that, and I'll say it on one of the shows tomorrow. Oh, shut up, you! Come here. You want to? Oh, come here. Come here, then. Here he is. Celebrated our 12th birthday on Sunday. He had a special tea that day. He had gammon and peas because he loves gammon and frozen peas. And now he's just had a chicken foot. He had some presents. Just thank you very much if you did say happy birthday to him. He's all hot and bothered again. It's been raining here all day in Northampton, and all of a sudden it's gone hot and clammy again. Yeah, here's a challenge for you, Dave. Can you look at that Pink Floyd song, that Small Furry can't remember which album's on it. Okay, because if I start looking for it, I'll probably distract myself. Hang on, I'll see if I can. Let's see if I can multitask. Right. Let's do that. And do that. Right. Let's see if I can do it. Right, there's the band. Right. Let's find the discography. I've just got to find the album it's on now. Do that one. Let's have a look. Yet several species of small furry animals gathered together in a cave and grooving with a pit. I don't know how many letters that is. Let's have a count at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22. I make that about 67. Make that about 67. Oh, he wants to get down now. Go under there then. Go under there because it's nice and cool. Yeah, 67. If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. Excellent. Good evening, Richard. Hope you're well. Led Zeppelin's still top of the charts on the channel. 200 and something now. People have watched it. That's all right. You're allowed to be. Oh. God, blimey. That's an interesting one. Where did you find that one? See, Rocky's back on form, even though it's hot and sticky. Yeah, I'm glad you're on, Richard. I'm going to be emailing you this week. Yeah, I've done my #1 singles for the 1970s. And all I'll say is they are not full of Sweet, Mud, Susie Quattro and Slade. I've gone for the others. I've gone for some. What I've done with mine, I'm going to go for songs that mean something to me other than the other bands. I've done the 80s as well. That was even a bit harder for me, like 80s, but 70s easy. So I'll drop you an email, Richard, tomorrow. And I've discovered out of my top 10, I only own one. So I'll have to host again because I'll have to find pictures. God, blimey. 374. Dancing in the Moonlit Night. Oh. Okay, Richard, I'll throw some dates at you tomorrow, mate. Going back to the versions of Genesis. If you've got the archives, there's a great version on that, a live version. Obviously, you got the version on the album, but a really good version. It's not actually Genesis; it's Steve Hackett on one of his live albums, and it's Nad Sylvan singing, and he sounds like Peter Gabriel. That's a fantastic version. Praying Mantis, I don't know. I don't think it is. Dave will be able to answer that one for you. Any version, to be quite honest, Mick, they're all good. Yeah, Wally of the Week. This is the one everyone likes. Now, this person is Wally of the Week because they didn't really get the gist of what I did. Now, you know we've just done the Sammy Hagar story. So we went from Montrose through Van Halen right up to Chickenfoot. So he puts, now can you rank all them albums together? The answer to that, if you're watching this, is no. I've already done it. I could tell you sort of my top 5 Sammy albums off the top of my head. One would be VOA. Another one would be 801 or whatever. One of them would be one of the Chicken Foot live albums. The other one would be At Your Service. Oh god. And one of the Montrose albums. Any of the one of 3. There you go. Oh, that's fantastic. I thought I mentioned that when I did your video for the Killing Joke, that you're an avid supporter of the live stream and you watch it absolutely anywhere. Right, I'm going to do the blinds because I don't want people looking in. And if I do this, there we go. Good evening, Tika Fusion. If it wasn't such a long way, I'd come and do it live. Live from the Tika Fusion. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Live stream from Tika Fusion. And the beauty of it as well, if when I do go over to across the water, I still will be able to do a live stream from Dave's house. Live from the King Billy. Now that would be good. I'll have to have words with landlord on that one. Because that'd be interesting. It's just what's their speciality then, Alan? What's their best dish? I'm getting to get a bit of a name now. Where I live, I support like the local football team called Moulton Magpies, and every time this season I've been up, every time there's a picture and I'm sitting in the stand, I've got a pint of beer in my hand. Absolute terrible. There's always me having a quick drink. Yeah. Oh, korma. Nice. I like a good butter chicken. But I've got a really good recipe for butter chicken. Last weekend, I cooked something that I found on Facebook. Someone said that they'd got the 11 secret spices for Kentucky Fried Chicken. So I went and cooked it, and it actually tasted right. Oh, God. Where is it you're from, Alan? We're from Ibbot Way. Oh, no. I'll make a note and go and eat some food there. Sounds very nice. Well, I'm doing on Saturday. I'm doing a bolognese curry for my tea. I'll tell you what he's barking at. He's looking out our front door, although it's high. there's the main road just down, and the lights shine. He's barking at the lights. I'm going to just pull the blind down so he doesn't. So it'll stop him barking. You great mini. Yeah. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah. He's barking at the lights of the cars that are starting to shine through the door. Bankman Turn Overdrive. That reminds me of Harry Enfield. Because when they always used to play You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, and he used to go, let's rock and turn. Quite literary, mate. Oh, dear. Yeah, so we've only had the one Wally of the week. Smashing and Nicey, yeah. Oh, mostly Autumn are good. I've got them in my Spotify. I'll follow them now because there's a band I used to like, Bunna Bits, and they have so many albums. It was Spotify, they're there. Touchstone, yes, pretty good as well. Prefab Sprout, now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. B-52s as well. Got some good retro rankings coming up in the next few weeks for you. I'll tell you them. I don't know which order they'll come in. There's a special one next month on the 12th of September. It's the nearest I could get to the 16th of September. Richard will like this one, as it's the 45th anniversary of us losing another legend in 1977, Mr. Mark Boland, and I'm going to do my top 10 deep cut tracks from T-Rex, or Mark Boland, basically. So there'll be no Get It On, no Jeepster. That one's truly for a proper fan. And I passed it past Lee, who's a really good Mark Boland. He's really, really into them like that. And when I showed him the list, he went, hey, you can't get any better than that. Yes, I heard that, Stephen. I did hear that. I wonder if she'd have had as much stick as Annette did in Nightwish from the fans. I thought they were quite brutal with her. I can't believe that my beloved Genesis are being panned by Renaissance. 25% Genesis, 75% Renaissance. Dearie me. Sprouts and B-52. That's an interesting combination. Rocky, quiet. Oi. He's been quiet for a few weeks, but he's certainly making up for it tonight, isn't he? Yes, I can see you. Right, Alan hasn't made a comment about what's behind us tonight. He usually makes comments. Got some interesting stuff up tonight. Going from one end of the music spectrum. Oh, thanks, Charles. Yeah, I enjoyed doing that one. Yeah, Charles, it's tough. I've listened to 3 of them. And number 1 is going to take me a little while to sort out because there's 2 contenders for the top spot. You knew all the albums, right? Even this one. Well, that's not the album because you couldn't put the box set up. What, even that one? That's a great cover. Yes, you certainly know my covers, Alan. Even The Art of Noise. I actually had that album on this afternoon. Tigers of Pang Tang. Oh, good band. Yes, it's called In Quo Country. And he does country songs of Quo songs. When we're running out of new albums coming out, when he dies down again, I'll do a one-off album on that because it's a good little album. Let's see what I'll tell you what ones he does on it. Let's just take it down. Right. He does. This is the album. In Quo Country. He does Down Down, Can't Give You More, Claudie, Caroline, Mean Girl, Shady Lady, I Saw the Light, Night Ride, Living on an Island, and Dirty Water. It's got Mickey Moody plays on it, Albert Lee, Terry Standard on the drums, John McKenzie, Mo Foster on the bass. Anyone else of notoriety? But it's produced by Mickey Moody. Back up. And Variations features Gary Moore and Don Airey. Yeah. Peter Gabriel 3, not whatever stupid name it was given. Was it Melt or something? It's not Melt, it's PG3. That is my favourite, as you know, my favourite album by Peter Gabriel. Oh, I look forward to doing Tigers of Pang Tang. Has anyone watched The Girls' School? There's lots of editing in that. That day when I was recording that, it was so sticky in here. My face started getting sweaty. I got all irritated. Kept making stupid mistakes. So I stopped. Went and took Rocky out and come back. But I seemed to squeeze it all together and it turned out all right. I was trying to think where I saw Girls' School because it wasn't at a big gig. It was in a pub. I've got a funny feelings it was in a pub called the Five Bells, where I used to live. And in them days, it hasn't now because it's called the Five Bells now, but it's totally different. But they used to have a back room which was like they had a stage, and they used to have some great bands come play there. Killer Bees, which is Del Bronham's band after he left Stray, or that split up or whatever, I can't remember. Saw this a Canadian guy called Thor that blew up water bottles on stage. A band called Dumpy's Rusty Nuts. Has anyone heard of them? Race with the Devil. That's the first thing I ever heard. on an album called Axe Attack. It's the coolest song in the world. I refer it to, as I said, I do refer it to the Guns version. Yeah, absolutely right, Alan. Yeah, they took the name from that song. Yeah, Lynn McCann 3 Cheers for the girls. Hip hip, hurrah! I've got both Axe Attacks. I have. Sad git, I am on the K-Tel record label. It's one of the first heavy metal albums I brought. I was about 12, 13 when that came out. It came out around about my birthday, so I didn't know what to buy. I'll tell you what I brought. I can remember I brought a Black Sabbath's Greatest Hits and Axe Attack. Oh, really? 600? That'll keep me busy, won't it? Certainly keep me busy. You first heard because that's on that album. There's some great tracks on that Axe Attack. It's got Running White. See if I can remember the running order of it. All Night Long. Then it was Running White Face City Boy. I know Fall for Your Loving's on there. Hold on. It's a bit battered now, but I'm sure it sits up here. Speak of the devil, folks. One Axe Attack. Right. I was right. It's got All Night Long on it. Running Whiteface City Boy, Ian Gillan. Breaking the Law. Cat Scratch Fever, Ted Nugent. Make It Real, The Scorpions. Race with the Devil, Girls' School, and Dr. UFO in it. They put the live version from Strangers in the Night, which is the best version. Then you flick it over and you get AC/DC's Highway to Hell, Ready and Willing, Whitesnake, Iron Maiden's Running Free, Aerosmith's Sweet Emotion. You've got Living, Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush. That is a belter. And Black Sabbath, Paranoid, and Motorhead, Bomber. Yes. I've seen FM. And they were good. They were supporting someone, and I'm not quite sure who. But yeah, good band, FM. I've seen Tesla as well. They're an incredible band. They supported Def Leppard. When I saw Def Leppard on their Hysteria tour at Leicester de Montfort, Tesla were the support act, I think. There's lots of bands I've seen that as support bands who went on to do good stuff. Yeah. Hold on, folks. Lots of interruptions tonight.
It's John.
I must remember to turn off She Must Be Obeyed. Something about Killing Joke. Go on. What have I done wrong? Probably pronouncing his name wrong. I don't know if it's Jazz Coulson, Yaz Coleman. FM, I think they're a British band. As I've got this up, I'll have a look. It says Canadian. Hang on, let's see if it's the same. No, there's two. There's a Canadian for. Oh, it's all Laughington. Yeah, UKFM. That should go to a thing. Ignore me phone. Yeah, the Canadian is a full. I must tell people not to ring me at 8 o'clock on a Thursday night. There is two versions. There's a prog band from Canada and the AOR band from the UK. Wow. I didn't know that. That's why they sound so echoey then. So I'll take back what I said about them songs on that album. I think I've got that on cassette somewhere. Yeah, let's put both on. It's over 600, so another two's not gonna. It's not gonna matter. Yeah, I mean, I've, as I said, I think I've heard of Killing Joke. I mean, who hasn't? 1980, they were a breath of fresh air. But listen to the albums. I think the best version of lineup of that band is the original. They were the best lineup. I just love Youth's bass. Great bass player. And Paul Ferguson's drumming. I love that rolly drum he done. But I do actually like the new album. I think the latest album. I think brilliant. They're a band that I will be listening to a little bit more now because I sort of went off on when they went all weird. But yeah, I think they're pretty good. Enjoyed doing that one. Right, we got next week. We got Bartley James Harvest. Can anyone remember who asked? Bartley James Harvest, because it's been on the list since the beginning of time. Unless it's one that I come up with, I'm sure someone's asked for it. Might have been Dave. Right, there you go. It's Dave's fault we got Bartley James Harvest. You will discover about Bartley James Harvest. There is one period of their career that I prefer to another. But I did see Bartley James Harvest. And it was the version I saw was Mel Pritchard, John Lees, and Les Paul Royden. Two others backing up. I think Mel Pritchard, God rest his soul, was a great drummer. Watching him that night, he was really. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, going back to Mel Pritchard. He was when watching him drumming, he sort of comes down on a beat and brings his stick up quick, so you get this. Did I like the Cars? Yeah, I like the Cars. Okay, Richard, I'll throw some Saturdays at you. It probably be sometime in September. Yeah, do we like the Cars? I mean, I think you know me now well enough now. I like any sort of music as long as it's good. That's why, you know, up here we've got such a variation behind me. If it's good, I like it. I mean, next week's retro ranking is the Seekers. Now, when I was a kid, my mum was into one particular. Oh, thank you, Charles. That's a very nice compliment. Yeah, but there's certain things that Mr. Pardo likes that I don't like. See, I'm not a great lover of thrash metal, I'll be honest. You know, I think Venom was really out of my comfort zone. I mean, I like Metallica and I like Megadeth, but Venom were really out of my comfort zone. Slayer would be totally out of my. But yeah, I just don't do death metal. I really. I think you know now. I don't like screaming vocals. Don't like grunts. Grunts and screaming are all right in places, but not all the time. I have listened to Slayer just to see what the big thing is, and I just couldn't get it. Like Testament, I don't get it. I mean, sometimes when I watch the Hudson Valley, some of the bands they come up I've never heard of. But hey ho, there's enough stuff out there for everybody, I think. Yeah, well, I'll be reviewing the new Megadeth album, Stephen, when it comes out. Is it The Sick, The Dying, and The Dead? Sounds about right. Oh, here's one for Mick. He asked for this a little while ago, but in September, a live album ranking of Grand Funk Railroad. Listen to one of their albums today. I think also you're going to have a great treat in September, Mick. You've got Grand Funk Railroad and Blue Oyster Cult. And when we do the Blue Oyster Cult, there's the 7 official albums, but I've included the ones that I've got on Spotify as well, because there's some classic concerts from the 70s on that. Yeah, so if you look into Spotify, Mick, you'll be able to listen to some of the unofficial albums on there. It was quite easy to listen to because there's about 11 altogether now, something like that. It was very easy to listen to them because I just skipped certain tracks. I didn't keep listening to Godzilla and Don't Fear the Reaper, except ME260 I kept listening to because it's one of my favourite tracks. And also we've got I'm really into me Blue Oyster Cult at the moment, and I'm going to do ranking the album covers of Blue Oyster Cult as well. So we've got it all covered for Blue Oyster Cult. Yeah, I've got quite a few now. Some of them, the recordings all over the place, but who cares? It's BOC. And they are officially my favourite American rock band of all time now. Oh, you lucky swine. I hope they come over here again because I will go and see them again. I haven't seen them since the Club Ninja tour. I freaked out at that tour. You know, a band, you know, that I've been listening to for a little while. I mean, even in 1985, I was what, 19? Well, no, I was still 18 when I saw them. And to see one of my... Oh, yeah, Dave's just reminded me of something. Thank you. Now, back a little while ago, I had a band get into contact with me from Canada called Echo 7. They're a bit of a rock grunge sort of band, female singer called Stephanie Roy. And they always send me their latest single and always give them a thumbs up. They've got a new EP coming out in September, and I had an email from the band. They've sent me a copy of their new EP. They would like me to review it on the channel, and also, hopefully, we can get it sorted. I'll be doing interviewing them, or I don't know who or what, but they want to do an interview. So we'll have our first actual band interview coming up in the next month with Echo 7. So I'm looking forward to that. Be great. Yeah, go and check out Echo 7, and they are on Spotify as well. So go and check them out. They're a cross between a grunge and rock band. Bit like Alice in Chains, really. They're not pure grunge, but they've got tendencies, but they're still rock. Really good band. So looking forward to that. But doing a Zoom with them will be either them up late, me up late, probably be me. Adele and Bonnie Tyler. God. Hell will freeze over before. Well, it's going to freeze over, isn't it? You know, we're all going to die in the next year, according to the... Yes, talking about, I saw an interview on telly of this eco warrior, whatever they want to call themselves. Told us all to stop eating meat. Now, if you're a vegetarian and watch this, that's great. No problem, but I don't like it when people tell me that I've got to go and eat plant food. No. There are some, but he isn't having any of them today. I think he's got one left and a couple of sausages. He also had a lamb's tail, which he absolutely adored. Yeah, talking of rock beasts, I don't think he's on this week, but he did make some comments on another video, and you could tell the way he wrote it. He was a bit humbleized, and I think he knew that he'd touched a few nerves last week. Yeah, I know. I've got nothing against vegetarians. Trust me. I mean, I eat vegetable stuff, vegetable curries, and that. I love them, but you know, I like me meat, and I'm not gonna stop eating it. It's because of all the methane and that in it, and they all and milk and. I mean, I made a comment on Facebook regarding the grass is dying, blah blah blah, and I put this happened in 1976, and they said, "Oh, it wasn't that hot." The figures said, and that's the last time I'm making a comment on Facebook because although I had these blooming idiots telling me that I was wrong. I just couldn't believe it, you know. I nearly put because the records say if you read somewhere that in 1976 we all walked around with dung on our heads, you'd believe it. I don't know. Right, I'm going to wrap this up soon because it's not because I'm feeling my mouth's all right. It's just so dry in here, and I can feel the sweat running down my back. It's a bit uncomfortable. Yes, new Alter Bridge in October. Yes, that'll be done as well. I've got quite a few good live new albums coming out. I've got the new Ozzy album coming out as well. The new album from Arena's coming out. I don't know if I dare upset the apple cart and find the list. Hold on. So I've got a list of what's coming out. Here we are. I haven't broken it. Not yet. But I've got to do. Let's have a look. Let's find the new album list. Here it is. I'm well organised normally. Right. Right. So obviously the 26th of August, we've got The Will of the People. These are the ones that I'm going to be doing. Megadeth. The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead on the 2nd of September. The Theory of this word I can't say. Molecular, because I still can't get my tongue round some words. Inheritance Marina. Katie Turnstall's new album Nuts out on the 9th of September. I'll be reviewing that because Katie Turnstall's coming up on a Ladies' Day. Ozzy Osbourne, 9th of September. Suede on the 22nd of September. The Circle, which is Sammy Hagar's band, 30th. Queensryche's new album out on the 7th of October. Alter Bridge, Pawns and Kings on the 14th. Skid Row's got a new album coming out. Red Hot Chili Peppers, another album on the 14th of October. Simple Minds has got one on the 21st. Threshold, 18th of November. The Cure have got one coming out. There's no release date. And there's a rumour of Peter Gabriel. So there are some really good new albums coming out this year. But I'm looking forward to that Alter Bridge, Stephen. I love Alter Bridge. Anyway, I'm going to knock this one on the head tonight, folks, because it's getting really hot and stuffy. And even though I've got windows open, it's just getting a little bit unbearable in here. I need to go and take Rocky for a walk as well, because he's getting a little bit hot. So once again, thank you very much for your participation. Come up with some ideas for the new shows. And just keep everything coming in. And looks like you guys don't agree with me today. Renaissance has won the poll today. 25% for Genesis, 75% for Renaissance. So that's a big win for Renaissance. So I'll end that poll. All done. Good night, everybody. I'll see you all next week. Tomorrow, what have I got for you? I've got some prog, got some Camel Live. I'm going to be looking at ZZ Top's new live album, Raw, soundtrack to that little old house, that old band from Texas. So looking forward to that. So look out for them tomorrow. Look out for the votes on the community page where I put odds and bits as well. So good night, everybody. Thank you for joining in as ever. You're always much appreciated by myself and Dave and Rocky, of course. Bye for now.